What's up guys, Roy Mario here, just bringing you a little review video of the products that I'm rolling with at the moment. As you can see, start with the smallest. We've got the Gamer Grip, we've got a new Scuf Gaming controller and the padded case, and we've got the Turtle Beach x800 stealth headsets. Totally wireless, not even a wire from the headset to the controller, it's just a complete wireless headset. Honestly brilliant. So let's start with the Gamer Grip first. If anyone doesn't know what this is, it is simply antiperspirant for your hands. So you put a little tiny pea-size amount of this in your hands, rub them together, and it'll literally stop any perspiration from your hands for at least 3 to 4 hours. So as you can imagine, if you're into your gaming as much as I am, you can, well, using the normal controllers anyway, you find your hands very slippy, and so it can throw your game off, put it that way. So yeah, there's not really much else to say about that, to be honest with you. It is what it is, but it cost me maybe £8, I think it was, or £7 off game.co.uk. It is available, in a lot of other places as well. In America, obviously, you can get it straight from Gamer Grip. But actually, if you want to read all that, you can do. Attacks the source of hand or foot perspiration. I don't know why you'd want to put it on your feet, but there you go. That should last maybe a good 6 months, 8 months as well, if you were to just follow the guidelines of putting a small amount in your hands of the size of a pea. So yeah, that's that. Now we'll move on to the headset first, because obviously we want to save that. But as you can see, the stand didn't come with it. The stand I bought off Amazon. In fact, what I will show you before we actually review the headset, so if you come over here, this is a bit of an awkward lie, but if you see that there, just there, can't really, yeah. So that's the docking station it comes with. So in your, other headsets you've had in the past, this would be where your mix amp and all that Java palaver's in there. So that is also a docking station for your head. So as you can see, those little 2 pins there, you put it in there, it charges it up. So it's an all-in-one. That is all that connects to your Xbox, and you can put it in to charge it up of a night time. So pretty nifty. I had the X500s first, so that's why I had bought the stand, because I didn't have anything with that to use to put my headset on. But as I say, I sent them back because the quality of the size of the headsets, all the plastic here, had shedded away, broke just with you. It wasn't so much to use roughly. It was some type of design fault where the plastic wasn't that great for the fact that you're moving the slide, and you're sliding the headsets up and down. So for different sides. Anyway, let's have a little bit of a closer look to these headsets. So we put them down, just like your standard pair of headsets, with the different, the toggling the different presets. Obviously your mic control there, up, minus, and parts of that. So that one is your party chat, so speaking to your friends, you can lower up and down. And on the other side, you can see the 2 there, that is obviously the game sound and the special effects sound. But what I really like about this, and the Bluetooth button there. So what you can do, you can control your gamer sound with obviously these, you can control your party chat with these, and if you've got your phone hooked up on the Bluetooth and you're on, like, say, SoundCloud or listening to music through your phone, you can also use your phone obviously then to higher and low that control as well. So you have 3 different types of sound and can control 3 different types of audio. Also, on the presets, I know a lot of headsets do come with this anyway, but the X500s had a small amount of presets. On this, it's got quite a few. It's got sports, it's got music, it's got shooters, which is my favourite obviously, and it's got a racing preset, and you get that by keeping your finger on the preset button until it picks one of those categories. But then obviously, so there's different shooting modes to things, so you tap it then to go through the subfolders, and there's actually one on it called footsteps. So if you're playing Call of Duty or anything like that, and you're playing, you can use it just to focus on the footsteps, and it does it. You can have, there's like a super crunch setting as well, like superhuman hearing, where everything's enhanced. So which is really loud. But then you put the footsteps on, and you notice all like the reloads of the gun and stuff like that. they're a bit duller compared to the footsteps. But also, if you plug your headset into your laptop, into your computer, so there's mine down there, you can then go on to the Earforce, like a web app that you download from Turtle Beach, and you can actually download and install different presets. So you can it actually gives you like a Call of Duty 4 preset, you know, a FIFA preset, you know, specific to the game that you like. But still, I've got the Call of Duty preset on it, but I still prefer the footsteps preset that's already on the headset. But you know, as you can see from the headset itself, you know, it's a sleek design. It's really nice. The ear pads, the ear cups are really comfy. They are super comfy. In fact, you know, it's a nice leather finish on them as well. There, to be fair, so they're really good. And as you can see from the slider, the you know, that's a quite solid piece of plastic. It was this bit of plastic that kept on breaking on inside the slider. And as if you've got the X500s, or you know, or you're quite familiar with them, you'll notice that that's thicker than the X500s. So they knew that was a design flaw. But yeah, so that's the X5. They are, by the way, I've had Astro A40s, I've had the Turtle Beach X500s, and now these. These are by far the best I've ever had. The Astros were, this part of the Astros, I found dead fragile as well. I found that broke. I found on the ear cups, if you've got a pair of Astros, you'll know there's maybe 4 screws holding in the plates of the plates, and I found they popped out, and I found all the wires as well really hard to just, like, you know, there was like a 4-foot cable from your headset to your controller and stuff like that, and also you had to hold the mix amp, or if I was playing here on the table, that's off the mix amp there while I was playing, and it just the fact there's no difference in the quality of the sound. You know, there's no difference of it being wired. This I recommend. In fact, I think the only, from the moment of making this video, the only headset that's better is the, I can't remember the call, but all the gamers are using the orange ones where it's got 1 cable, but I literally just wanted no cables, no hassle. So yeah, that's the X800s. I really do recommend them. And now moving on to this, got this for a birthday present, to be honest. £150 it was. So let me just open it up. Right, so here we go. So I went for metal gun finish, as you can see. It's blacked out buttons. I think that adds a little bit to the controller when you don't have, you know, the colours. I went for the red, the locks around the analog sticks. Don't actually know what they're for. I'll be brutally honest. Can only imagine it's maybe to keep dirt out or something like that, or maybe it's just a cosmetic thing to make it look a little bit better. But I don't know if you've noticed, but from the analog sticks, I've obviously gone for the concave on the left and the domed on the right. Both just the Scuf analog sticks rather than the standard Xbox ones. That's supposedly what more, you know, the pro gamers, or, you know, gamers in general go for. The domed on the right must be just for, you know, instead of having to buy the little grips. But yeah, obviously the hairline triggers. So as you can imagine on your normal Xbox One controller, that goes all the way down into here, but they just give it a little. That's it. That's all it does. So obviously you're shooting quicker and faster. And obviously you've probably just seen on the back, I've gone for the red grips. When you're buying them online, that's just the, you know, when you add grip to it. But as you see inside, it's also got the grip. You have to get the plus version or the pro version, pro grip inside. You can't get them coloured, unfortunately. Going for red there. Obviously 4 paddles, which are really smart. Hopefully it won't take me too long to adjust to that. And I bet you can't guess what colour this button is. Yeah, it's red. Haven't synced it yet, so it won't go solid, but obviously once I've synced the controller, that'll just be a solid red light with the red, the locks and the grips. So yeah, pretty happy with that. It's really light as well, because I got the rumbles taken out, supposedly according to the experts. The rumbles can throw you off your shot when you're playing shooters, so the idea is also to make the controller a bit lighter. But that's it really. If you want me to do any more extensive reviews on anything, like maybe after gameplay with either, you know, the grip, the controller or the headsets, let me know. But if you did like the video and you do want obviously me to cover something else, let me know in the comments below, and obviously don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks guys, speak to you soon.